Hey YouTube, two-part video coming up. First part is going to be the Sabo deadlift shoe that I just got recently, a little quick review. The second part is going to be just some fitness rambling. So for those of you who came for the deadlift shoe review, as soon as I tell you that's the review done, you can just fuck off, it's all right. I appreciate you having watched it. And then if you want to stay for the fitness rambling, it's really just going to me being ridiculous and idiotic. However, Merry Christmas. Christmas tree is up. It is December 15th. It is 9 days till Christmas, and I haven't done any Christmas shopping. Have you? No, all I've done is buy myself fucking deadlift shoes. So let's talk about the deadlift shoes. So up until now, I have been pulling in just deadlift slippers. They're Metal is the manufacturing company. You can get them on elitefds.com. Metal also makes some pretty wicked fuck off deadlift shoes as well. However, I love elitefds.com with like just love them to death. But the shoes are like $158 and they wanted $212 to ship to me in Canada, so I said fuck that and I'm not doing that. So I ended up with Sabo instead. I've read reviews on both. They say that the Metal Deadlifts shoe is better. However, my experience with this shoe today, Jesus, let's cover this now. So Sabo is a company that makes deadlift shoes, Olympic lifting shoes, powerlifting shoes, as well as a set of flat-soled flat-soled squat shoes called Good Lifts. I also bought these because I squat flat. I use up until now I've been using Chuck Taylors. Can't use an Olympic lifting shoes. They pitch me forward too much. I think I'm just an ungangly or a gangly, unkempt, disgusting creature, and that's why I need flat-soled shoes. Moving on, but you're here to talk about the Sabo deadlifts. All right, so let's talk about two unique things with the Sabo deadlifts that I really like. I have pulled 625 in just deadlift slippers, which apparently are absolute garbage. Who fucking knew? Not me. I thought they were okay. But Sabo deadlift slipper shoes. So these bad boys have two straps on them. One's at the top, all right, and one is halfway down the middle. They have a specific name for it. Do I know what it is? Fuck no. All right, and it's just used to help secure the shoe tighter around your foot so that you have the ability to really wrench that thing down so that the shoe doesn't move around on you while you're trying to lift. Why is that important? If you're locked into this shoe while you're trying to deadlift, and as your body wants to move around, the shoe won't let you. Now, I can tell you with a deadlift slipper or barefoot or socks or whatnot, your shoe's going to move a little bit. Or sorry, your foot's going to move a little bit. Because a deadlift slipper is basically just really thin felt with some rubber on the bottom. And while it is as close to the ground as you could possibly get, it's like 0.1 or it's like 1 millimeter or 2 millimeters. They move around a lot and you will shift while you're lifting. This bad boy, on the other hand, was an absolute chore to learn how to deadlift in today because the sole on the bottom of it basically tacks you down to the ground. So as I was setting up to do deadlifts, I put my feet in place and I'd just, I'd be done and I'd settle and I'd go to pull and I'd go, oh shit, I just want to move my toe out like an extra 5 degrees to the right. And I'd go to move it and the fucker wouldn't move because you're tacked to the ground. It's like you're glued to the floor. So then you'd have to lift your whole foot up and kind of move it around. Now that sounds shitty, but it's actually awesome because you know that when your feet are in place for where you want to lift, they're not moving on you. All right, it's the rest of your body you got to worry about. So that's fantastic. The traction on these things is second to none. I absolutely adored it. Way better than the deadlift slippers. Way better. Once I got used to pulling in them and realizing that I got to set my feet, and if I got to move them, you just got to lift it up and move it a little bit, and that's fine. It's not really that hard. I am borderline retarded, but even I could figure out how to do it. So that's great. The next thing is it laces all the way up. They are soft and they do move pretty easily. While they don't have a ton of ankle support, that's not really what you're looking for with a deadlift, right? You are looking for some support. You are looking to be tacked down to the ground, but really you don't want a rigid shoe. You can use wrestling shoes, and wrestling shoes are also really good too, but we're talking about the Sabo. So the eyelets are pretty strong. And yeah, there's not really a ton to tell you about the Sabo deadlift shoe, other than it's well manufactured. You feel completely tacked to the ground. It's anywhere between a 2 and 5 millimeter sole, so it's a flat sole, about 2 to 5 millimeters. That's just about as close to the ground as you can get, right? I mean, the deadlift slippers I have are 2 millimeters, so this is between 2 and 5. You're not going to feel that. You're not going to know that. This was my first day deadlifting with them. They felt absolutely phenomenal once I got used to them and got used to the fact that you are completely tacked down to the ground. You can feel when you push through, because it does have a hard sole on the bottom. You do really feel it when you go to push through that you're basically on the ground, right? You don't feel any compression. You're already there, and you're ready to launch. I also found it really a lot easier for me to keep my weight to the back of the shoe. So there is no forward tilt at all because it is flat. I would absolutely recommend these. They're about, I think, sorry guys, I want to say $90 to $100 a pair. I don't remember. I literally just bought the goddamn things. But I would highly recommend these if you're looking for an easy shoe. You don't want to spend as much money on the metal or on a pair of wrestling shoes, and you want something in line. I've read several reviews that say of all the shoes that are available out there right now, this is one of, if not the best, which is why I got them. The metal deadlift shoe that's available on EliteFDS.com apparently is rated higher. However, I wasn't willing to pay 150 times the cost of the shoe to get it shipped to Canada. Fucking thanks, States. God damn it. Yes, get the shoe. Give her shit. It will improve your deadlift. If you have been in anything like just a regular trainer or barefoot or anything like that, it will bring your deadlift game up. Because you're tacked down, your feet are no longer the issue. You don't have to worry about rolling your feet or your feet moving around at any point during the lift. So it's everything above your feet and your ankles that's going to be the problem along the way. So it is really nice to have. That's it. If you don't care anymore, sorry I talked for 6 minutes about the goddamn shoe. Get the shoe. Now I'm just going to ramble for a little bit. It is December. It is bulking season for this fat ass. So I'm trying to put on weight, and I'm running my program and whatnot. And I see a lot of people at the gym that are just not really... They're at the gym, but they're not really making progress. They're not really attacking the gym with any kind of determination. Now, when I'm lean, I'm lean. I'm lean with a purpose, right? I recognize that my lifts aren't going to go up tremendously, but I'm looking more for a physical appearance while I'm lean and maintaining my strength. When I'm putting on weight, yes, I'm eating more, and I'm going to put on a little bit of body fat, but I'm there with a fucking purpose, right? I'm not just eating for the sake of eating, right? So I'm not like, ooh, I'm just having extra jujubes or fucking pizza or whatnot. When I'm eating extra calories, it's fucking going towards training. It's going to facilitate my training in the gym. Now, for those of you who don't know who the fuck I am a nurse. I work in an emergency room, and I work long hours. I work anywhere between about 60 to 72 hours a week in the hospital, and then I also train on top of that. So food is energy. Food will power me while I'm at the hospital and then during my training afterwards. So when I'm eating a little bit more, I have a little bit more energy, and I'm able to do a little bit more at the gym. I'm able to put more weight on the bar, get fatigued a little bit less, recover a little bit easier. So no matter what you're trying to do, whether it's cut, bulk, maintain, whatever, have a fucking plan, right? It just chaps my ass when people just think that they're going to go through life in fitness and just not have a fucking plan. You know, you want to buy a house. Well, how are you going to do that? Well, I need to save up for a down deposit. Well, how are you going to do that? Well, I'm going to work and I'm going to save money away. Okay, that's a fucking plan. What are you going to do? Oh, I want to buy a new car. Okay, we're just going to buy any car? Well, no, I'm going to research. I'm going to test drive. I'm going to do this. Then I basically go ahead and buy a car, and then I got monthly payments, and I got to get insurance. Oh, that's a plan too. Yeah, people will walk into the fucking gym, just bide their fucking time, go just not eat the appropriate foods, and then just think that, oh, because it's physical fitness, I don't have to think that much. And it'll just happen, and it really doesn't. Now, I'm not talking about the person that wants to dump 100 pounds. I'm not talking about the elite level lifter or the fucking bodybuilders, because those fuckers know what they're doing. It's the average person that I'm just squawking to right now. Have a goddamn plan in life. And you'd be absolutely phenomenally amazed that if you can sort your fucking fitness out, if you can sort your diet out, and if you can sort all of that out, then the rest of your life falls into place. You know, you see people that are just scattered. They don't know what the fuck they're doing, and they don't have a plan at all. But if you can, like, plan out your fitness, plan out your diets, plan all that jazz out, what ends up happening over time is all of a sudden things seem fucking easier, right? Well, you're already planning your diet. You're already planning what you're going to be doing at the gym. What's planning, you know, your work day? What's micromanaging your work day? What's micromanaging your days off? You know, as soon as you start getting these things, it spills over to the rest of your life. And people don't realize just how essential fitness is when it comes to spilling over to the rest of your life. But that's it. That's my little rambling. I'm done. You guys need to hear me fucking bitching more. Maybe I'll just do a rant in another video later on down the road. Sabo deadlift shoes, get them. They're fucking great. They don't cost as much as the metal shoes or anything else, but I would highly recommend them. Just for the thin sole, you feel tacked to the ground. They feel really damn secure. And have a plan, goddammit. No matter what you're doing in life, whether it be buying a house, buying a car, losing 20 pounds, gaining 20 pounds, don't just go willy-nilly through life like you're a fucking a fart in the wind. You know, like, have a plan. Be solid. Be a shit in the wind, right? Tack down in one place and everything else is moving around you, but you know what you're doing. That analogy did not work, and you know what? I don't care. But seriously, guys, have a plan, man. And ladies, that was very sexist of me. It's a very sexist channel. I think I probably have like 2 female subscribers because of that. Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Questions, comments down below, guys. As always, eat like a bodybuilder and train like a powerlifter.